All right, in Kara's Cures today, how to make friends with anger and make it work for you in a healthy way. This is a very interesting topic.
I know. Rini Jane and Ed Krasnick are the hosts of the Dear Anger podcast. I was hooked as I started listening to it. The founder of, Rini is also the founder of GoZen, one of the world's most recognized programs to build resilience in kids and teens. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us. We're angry.
You're angry.
Are you
We're
angry?
very angry, and I cut myself shaving, so obviously I'm angry with myself, and this might be a segment to really help people with that issue.
Well, this is the thing. I was listening, and you bring up a good point. I love how you talked about the morning where every day you're like, I'm not going to yell at my kids, and then they're late, and they forgot this, and it's only the 2000th time they've had to go to school, so why? But anger, you say, is just something that is a natural human emotion, even though we were all told, like, oh, you lost your temper, you're bad.
Yeah, we're all failing at anger because the goal that we have set up for anger is set us up to fail, which is not to have it. It's part of our humanity. So I'm a parent myself. I wake up in Groundhog Day where I'm like, this is the day where my kids are going to get ready on their own, and I'm not going to get angry about it. And lo and behold, you get angry. Angry, like any feeling, is just communication. It's sending a message.
All right, so you say not to change our anger, but change our relationship with it.
Yes, absolutely. So if you've tried to get rid of anger, quash it, ignore it, run away from it, you know that it doesn't work. It comes back. Yeah. So how do we change our relationship with it? We listen to what it's trying to say. And most of the time, anger is trying to say, hey, there's something important to you going on, and something needs to change. And it really, if we think about any big change that's happened in history, I like to talk about Rosa Parks. She used her anger during the Montgomery boycott to say, listen, I need change. We need change. And I'm going to use my anger for good. So she listened to her anger. So really, it's not about getting rid of it. It's about trying to understand the message that it's sending.
And Ed, you talk about also making friends with it. I know right before you came on this interview, you were, I don't know, were you angry that you cut your face? And how do you make friends with it? Or how do you change whatever is going on?
Well, that's what I think. In working with Rini, what you learn is that it's all about how you take care of yourself and how you talk to yourself. And I never used to think that talking back to emotions, that how would you do that? Well, the thing is that you can talk back to your feelings, and you can notice them, and you can make choices about how you relate to them. I think what you see a lot on the news, the things that are some of the issues that are happening because people don't have a relationship to their thoughts and feelings. They don't know how to handle them.
Well, Scott is a funny man here. I know you're kind of funny. Will you just indulge us a little 20 seconds or so? Like, how would you talk back to your anger as you get in that character?
Well, I'd say obviously you have a problem with shaving. You're not awake. You're waving the razor around. It's not a sword fight. And maybe you should calm down a little bit. Maybe you should put the razor down.
and you say that anger is not good nor bad. I always thought anger is bad.
We were told that growing up. You just got to be nice. But Rini, you say it's a gateway emotion. It's always covering up something else.
Yeah, anger is a secondary emotion, and what's underneath are really those primal feelings of sadness. Maybe it's worry, maybe it's fear, right? But it comes out in anger. Perhaps it's frustration. So it's absolutely a gateway emotion. It's a secondary emotion. But yeah, and when we were kids, we all grew up with, listen, are you angry? Are you screaming? Are you doing something in reaction to your anger? Make it go away, because we're really uncomfortable with those uncomfortable feelings. But the only way through it, honestly, is to really get to know it and to lean into it. And that's what Ed and I love to do. We love to talk about anger.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things like you feel so bad after you got angry. I'm so sorry. I lost it. But I know we only have a little bit of time left, but you give homework assignments on the podcast. And I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. You're supposed to write a letter to your anger. Or let your anger write.
Dear anger. Yes. Dear anger, what would you say to your anger? How would you begin to change your relationship with your anger? How would you begin to get to know your anger? Because basically you have been putting anger in the closet for the last 30, 40, however many years. Anger wants to come out and have a conversation with you.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not keeping anything in the closet, including anger. There you have it.
So Rita,
I'm keeping my razor in the closet. That's a whole
Exactly.
different story for a whole other segment. But thank you for having us. And if people are watching, maybe they could write, they could notice, they could write to us. If you take a pause, that's a big thing.
Well,
right.
thank you.
Remember to take that pause. We're going to have a bigger conversation about this and how to work with our anger coming up on Kara's Cures on the streaming app. So stay tuned for that. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
God, I just feel so relaxed now. I said hello to my anger.
It's life-changing. Anger is not bad.
You were taught that, right? I was taught that.
I was taught that.
You get
Be
angry.
nice.
What the heck is wrong with you?
And not that we can't get angry. We're not supposed to spew it onto people. but
Exactly.
Anyway, we're going to listen to the podcast. I think you'll love it. Eyewitness News at 4 is coming up next.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.